I have time only 2 months to be in the US this time. So how can I grow food? How can I do gardening and have food as fast as I can? I start to have vegetable from the farm in the first 7 days. This is the way I do it. The first thing I start with sprout. This is sunflower sprout. I saved sunflower seed from last year. So this year I start on April 5th. April 5th, I soak sunflower seed one night, and in the next morning I till the soil, make it even, and then spread the seed and cover with compost and water it. Only 6 days it sprout like this. This is what we can harvest in the first 7 days. We keep eating sprout, so we can sprout from sunflower seed, from kale seed, from mustard green seed, or any kind of seed, even bean. We can sprout them. So sprout is the first thing that we can grow and harvest in the first time of the gardening. And the first day after we plant sunflower sprout, I clear the bed and start to sow lettuce seed, many kind of lettuce seed together, even kale, lettuce, mustard green, coriander or cilantro, carrots, and onion. Whatever we use, even dills, whatever we use in our cooking, we just sow the seed first. When they come up very thick like this, we don't let them grow too long. So whenever they grow like a 3 to 4 inches, this is the time to eat. It's good to eat baby lettuce like this. It's very yummy, it's very good. So we thin them out and eat them, and the rest of it will be far apart, and then they can grow big like this. When they fall apart, they will grow big. When they're thick, they grow small. With this way, we start to have lettuce in the first 3 weeks. Sometimes 2 weeks you start to have baby lettuce to eat, especially kale or mustard green. The baby one is quite nice. We can have in the 2nd weeks and the 3rd weeks. And after that you can have lettuce every day. After the first bed were planted, and when we start to harvest vegetable from the first bed, I start the 2nd bed. The 2nd bed is, I start with pea, snow pea, lettuce, beans, spinach, and tomato, even garlics on the side. We grow some herbs like rosemary and sage that side too. So we start to have the new vegetable on the 2nd bed. When the first bed almost grow big, we start the 2nd bed. So with this technique, we have more vegetable come out. We like to eat vegetable when it's very young. Tastes very good. So keep growing them. Every 2 weeks, we plant them. We will have a lot more. Because here is quite cold, I arrived here in April. Mainly gardener in this town in Colorado, they start the garden in May or June, but I start in April. So what I found is the vegetable that work well in the cold is pea. Pea grow very well, and lettuce grow okay, and spinach is good too. So at least we have lettuce and spinach and coriander or cilantro. This thing, they're okay in the snow. We have snow one time, but tomato and bean, they don't like snow much. They wilted, and then some cucumber is not good in snow. This is the third bed. I plant some snow pea, tomato, and I saw a lot of spinach in this bed. They just come up here, very tiny, coming up, and then some carrots in there too. At that side is cucumber. Over there is garlic and chilies and chive. We have quite many different things in this bed, but now it seems like there's nothing because I just plant them. This garlic, I bought the garlic from the market, and then we cannot finish it in time, so they start to sprout, and then I just take apart and then stick in the ground. They grow back now, so soon we're gonna have a lot of garlics here. This is my cucumber. They don't like snow, they don't like cold climate much. So we have snow one day, most of them die. Now only a few of them survive. When the snow cover only 2 days, the leaves start to dry up. So sad for that. But in the same time, I just plant another seed in here. They're coming up. This is a new cucumber that's coming up now. This bed, we keep it for flowers only. We have more than 10 varieties of flowers in this bed. Here, the first thing is the purple flower is chive. Chive, we can eat them as vegetable, and then they have beautiful flowers too. And we have sunflowers, we have purple weed, we have nasturtium, we have cosmos, poppy, and many things grow together in that area. We even have some onion, the big onion. And we have some volunteer dills and cilantro. This is dill. They volunteer to grow here, so we will volunteer to eat them too, if they like, they want us to eat them. So many things, many flowers grow together. In the same time, we have some chamomile. This chamomile, we plant them from last year. When the snow come in the winter, they dry up, and now they come back again. They look more beautiful, more healthy than last year. Look at our onions flowers. They look nice, and we eat them quite a lot here, because whenever we make soup, we always put onions in there. This onion is quite big, but I planted these onions 4 years ago. They never end. Actually, I bought small onion, green onion like this from the market, and we cannot eat them all, so I just stick them, the leftover onion, in the bed. And after that, next year they become very big and tall. The diameter is about 2 inches sometimes. It's quite big. And they turn big. Every year I will pull them out like this to eat. We don't have the tall white part. This area is quite nice like this. So people here like to eat the white part of it like this, white head. But we eat everything. We eat leaves, we eat flower stem, like this, we eat everything. So this is very good onion. When we grow from leftover from the market, they grow big like this. And then when they have seed, I saved a lot of seed last year and I plant them. If we grow from seed, there will be small green onion like we see in the market like this. This is grow from seed. And then if we don't eat them fast, they will be big like this. This is grow from seed also. So this onion is very easy to grow and they are very strong. They can be in the snow very well. Onion is the first thing that come up after the snow melt. So we plant them here one time and it lasts for 4 years. This is very good and easy for people who love onion. This potato is our potato from the pantry. When we cannot eat them fast, they start to sprout. Mainly people will throw away, but I just stick them in the ground. They're just coming up like this. So in the next 2-3 months, we will harvest potato. Our garden, we have 4 raised beds. This 3 bed is vegetable and the 4th one is flowers. Total area is about 100 square feet. And then we have flowers and another small plot of garden here to grow sprout. So we don't take care of the flowers. We just let them like that. We don't water them. Only we buy weed and grass for them. The rest of the garden, we don't do anything. We just leave it like that. We have a small, not beautiful compost bin here. This is where we put a lot of leaves, a lot of things that decompose, we throw in there. This is where we produce food for our garden. We have a chicken house over there. That's a small chicken house. We have 8 chickens there. So we use a lot of leftover from the kitchen to feed our chicken. And they return us with a lot of chicken dung. That is the most delicious for our vegetable. This is our garden. It's only 150 square feet, not very big. And we grow quite enough vegetable for us. We don't need to buy vegetable from the beginning until now. Now it's totally 2 months long. So I spend only 5 minutes per day to water and weeding. 5 minutes per day is not a lot, but we can produce green leafy vegetable to feed 6 people here, and we have leftover to give to neighbor or friends also. We have flowers, we have many things. So now we have a lot of vegetable, but after this month, June, July, we are going to have more tomato, chilies, beans, zucchini, pumpkin will come up after June or July. So now we don't have a lot of vegetable to eat, not many variety, but we will have different things come later. It takes time. This is 2 months long garden. So if we live in somewhere, if we have 2 months time, I think we can start to grow our own food easily. If you live in the area with some space, it's not hard to start the garden. But if you don't have space, if you like to do gardening, I think it's worth it to ask neighbor to use their empty land to do gardening. But if you don't like it, don't do it. It's a kind of suffering. But if you love it, it's happiness. It's fun.